Here she is sitting on a limb, a branch of the Christmas tree. I know that I promised that the next video would be the making of a bow angel. This is a bow angel I made for this particular video. Unfortunately, it turned out to be way too long, over 34 minutes, way over the average attention span. It's hard enough trying to get views lasting 5 minutes, and so I had to break it up into two parts. You can use this basic bow though to make wreaths or use to decorate larger gifts. Please stay tuned and watch out for my next video, and I will show you how to make this lovely bow angel. Hi, this is Carlene at Domestic Mix. Please watch and enjoy. Here are the things that you will need for making your lovely bow. You're going to need a bow maker of some kind. I made this. You can watch my video how I made this simple bow maker, corrugated fiberboard, some strips of sticky paper, and dowels. That's it. Probably cost $2.50 to make. Okay, and that's you're paying for the dowels. You can pick up cardboard anywhere, stack them together, and make a thick one. Right? Oh gosh, here goes my furnace. Sorry. Anyway, you're gonna need that. You're gonna need tape to pin this down to keep this secure so it stays down. You're gonna need pins to keep your ribbon down. You're going to need your ribbon, of course. Your ribbon. You need some floral wire, scissors. There goes my, never fails. Bear with me, guys. Okay, and maybe a pencil. You can use a pencil. Mark your spot. 5. You can use your pencil to loop and get your pin to keep it in place. Okay, there, my furnace is going on. I gotta get out of here. All right, guys, keep watching. This is my homemade bow maker. Strong, durable, and made from corrugated fiberboard. Its multi-layers makes it perfect for a homemade bow maker such as this. Watch this video. Okay, let's begin. On your right side, pull up your roll of ribbon and measure a tail 11 inches long. Then pull the roll between the two dowels to your left side. On your left, measure your first loop 9 inches long. Ensure the ribbon is the wrong side up before making your loop. You can use a ball pin to secure your loop in place. Continue to pull the ribbon between the dowels and make a half twist. Bring your roll over to the right side. Use whatever sharp object or other device, such as a hairstyling clip, to secure the ribbon between the dowels. I am using a large safety pin. Pull the original tail down and out of the way. Okay, so now you're going to just wash, rinse, and repeat. Just repeat the same steps on the right that you did on the left. This is the first part. You should end up with 2 sets of 3 loops, 3 on left and 3 on the right, and you will complete your 3 loops on your left side first. You should at this point have completed the 6 loops. Remove your pins starting with one side, then pull the 3 loops down towards you as shown, and then do the same for the other side. Secure each set of loops with a pin. I use a pin because I find that the ribbon shifts position while you're working, and then you have to go back and adjust it. So for this reason, I avoid the problem by using pins. The cardboard is great because you can stick the pins into it. Now you are ready to make the wings, part 2. We will now create loops 5 inches, 4 inches, and 3 inches on both sides. We're on our way to creating a masterpiece. We now have 6 9-inch, 2 5-inch, 2 4-inch, and 2 3-inch loops. I still like to secure my ribbon at the center, but you don't have to. This is a 20 gauge wire which I'm going to use to wrap my loop. Watch, I'm going to hit my pencil. I don't know why. My aim was off here and I exited through the wrong tunnel. It took me a little time before I noticed my error. And so I made a second attempt. I really had to do some bending over to see the path I was on. You can see my big head here as proof. Well, there I did it. Notice the wire has to be passed between the dowels at the junction where all the loops are connected. If you fail to do this correctly, like I did in the previous frame like this, oh no, 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 you will lose them faster than you can say twist. And the loops you've worked so hard on will unravel, and by the way, so will you, and you may have to start all over again. The next step is to separate the roll from your almost finished bow with a quick snip. But first, try this tactic to get the perfect cut. Perform a quick air snip before you cut, and then perform another afterwards. Everyone does this, but no one knows why. Let's press on. Okay, so I've twisted the wire to secure the loops and separated the bow from the roll of ribbon. The next step is to lift the bow from the bow maker. Oops, I forgot to remove all the pins. Well, guess I better do that. We have 6 loops at the bottom. We have 2 singles, and we also have 6 more smaller loops at the top. Here is my bow. Here is the back of the bow, which I twisted. So you bring your wire around to the back and you twist. Okay, so it's back of my bow. This will be the front of my bow. I'm going to show you how I wrap my bows to create a central loop to hide the wire so that the bow can be used for gift giving, wreath making, etc. Here is how. Cut a length of thin wire that you believe can be wrapped around your bow once it is bent in half. This wire that I'm using is about a 28 gauge, maybe even 32. It is very fine. Doubling this wire gives it added strength and the ability to form the loop for faster and easier twisting. Bend the wire in half and push the looped end between the dowels. Bring both ends upwards. Now thread the open ends into the loop like threading a needle and pull until it's tight. When it becomes snug around the ribbon, lift the bundle and wrap. You've just learned a very useful hack. This method won't work well with lower gauges. They are too thick and difficult to manipulate. So what we'll do is we'll take a piece off we'll measure what we need. We'll take a piece off the longer end and we'll snip. And we will wrap it. We're going to use this to wrap. And we're going to determine which is the front.
Okay, so this is going to be the front, so we're going to start at the front, and we are going to wrap. We'll bend it over a little bit, bend it, and bring it up so that we are hidden. You can do this as well. And then I'm just going to go over to the other side and hot glue it. And then we're going to fluff it up. Okay, and then you have a nice little bow. And you could curl this however way you want it, because it is wired. Okay, so you can do your loop in the center that way too. Okay. It's fun to play with it. Like, you don't have to be perfect, and that's cute. Okay. Short ones, long ones, whatever size loops you want. It's really fun. Right? So the wire is really amazing because like you can do all kinds of things with the. Okay. There you go. The nice thing about this wire ribbon and this particular bow style is that, you know, you can fluff it out. You can put it, this is on my drapes in my kitchen. And you could, because, you know, why not use your kitchen as a focal point too for Christmas? You spend so much time in it. So I like to put a Christmas tree in my kitchen, right? Okay, so you can fluff it up and you can use it for a wreath. Oh, there goes my fridge. Just in time to make noise in the background. It's my fridge.
This lovely gold and red bow can add elegance to your tree, your door, wreath, or any gift. I like the way it stands out against the snowy backdrop.
I hope you can see this. This is 6 o'clock in the morning, and I got up and I was just continuing to record, but I just want to show you this bow in its flat stage before I puffed it up. You know, use the wiring to puff it up, but I really do like it in its flat stage. Anyway, I hope you can see it. I'm not going to correct it because there's so much to do. So anyway, yeah, so that's what it looks like. Okay, tell me down in the comments what you would prefer, in its flat state or in its puffed up. All right, so don't forget to comment, and don't be afraid to comment.
Clever ideas, home hacks, and feel-good ideas every week on Domestic Mix. And have a very Merry Christmas.